Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on another team from the ACC, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Raging Cajuns offense will start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes the catch, but the official, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So Rice's offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Rice rushes to the line. Dropping back, it's Pacheco. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The give to the running back from the shotgun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Line gets set, 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Rojas. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dances away from one. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Estrada. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the core...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Pacheco. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Line getting set on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Rice rushes to the line. Dropping back, it's Pacheco. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run from the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Florida.
Leaves it with the running back.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to go right back to him on first down. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Pacheco. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He makes the connection. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They're working that left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. Could couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 14-6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Louisiana 14, Rice 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Estrada. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Running to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Rice rushes to the line. Scanning the field, it's Pacheco. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Keeps the legs moving. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Louisiana. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Rice, 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air, it's Pacheco. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Trying to find his man on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires to the right. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellows, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. To throw, it's Pacheco. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And it's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Trying play action. Looking left. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. They'll go to the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The aerial assault continues. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Owls in the hurry up.
3rd down coming up.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Gets rid of it. Snags it over the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun, the ground game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Estrada. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try to power it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Couldn't hang on to that when this defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 2nd down coming up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. This one's complete. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cajuns.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
31, Rice, 13.
On the move from inside is 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Looking to pass. It's Pacheco. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him the first down. He's going to pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. And the Raging Cajuns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, running back on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Into the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot, you can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Gets open down the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
At the 40, there he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll run play action. Escape, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Flushed out of the pocket. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll keep it himself. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Rice rushes to the line. Looking downfield, it's Pacheco. He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Going to the running game. At the 15, he's loose. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. To the air, it's Pacheco. It's complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The give on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.